Hey guys, thank you for coming back for a new video. Today I decided to put the accent on the lips and not on the eyes how I usually do, and I wanted to show you two bright lip alternatives for spring and summer. I know this is a little bit late because you are quite into spring already, but I hope you will still watch this video and enjoy watching it. And yeah, one of the lips is the one that I'm wearing right now, the other one is a little bit more orangey, and if you want to see how I did this whole look, please keep on watching. I'm starting with foundation and I'm using my Rimmel Match Perfection in shade Fair Ivory. I'll blend this in with the Cosmopolitan Makeup Blending Sponge. For concealer and also contouring, I will use my Beauty Store For You concealer palette, and basically is a palette with 15 shades of concealer. I'll take a yellowish color for under my eye first. And I'm blending it with the same sponge. I really like this concealer palette because it's really long lasting. I mean, every time when I used it, my concealer stayed in place for the whole day. Of course, I set it with powder, but for example, this yellow shade doesn't really need setting. Now I'll take a little bit of the green shade and apply it in some places with some redness, like my cheek and around my nose. And I'm topping the yellow shade off with this light color shade, which is basically my skin tone. Now I'm blending everything with the sponge. To contour my face, I'm taking this shade here, and I'm taking it with a Sigma flat foundation brush. I just apply it on the hollow of my cheeks, on my forehead, and a little bit on the hairline, and my jawline. And because today I feel a little bit adventurous, I will contour my nose also. Now I'll just blend everything with my sponge. I think a palette like this is actually very versatile because you can use it also for cream contouring and also for concealing, which is its purpose. Now I'm taking this white shimmery shade and apply it as my highlight. And I actually love this shade for highlighting. I will apply a powder highlight also, but this makes a nice base for it. For my eyebrows, I'm using the Catrice eyebrow set and the small brush which comes with it. It's actually pretty good for eyebrows. I'm using the lighter color. To set my eyebrows in place, I'm using the Essence Lash&Brow Gel Mascara. And it looks a little bit gross, this one, but I'm changing it, don't worry. And just before the gel sets, I'm going with my spoolie, just to make sure that I remove any extra gel so it won't look crispy. The cream products on my face had time to set, so I'm going in with powder, and I'm using the Lumene Natural Coat Skin Perfector Matte Powder. Yeah, and I'm applying it with the damp sponge. I won't be applying any bronzer because I contoured and I don't really want bronzer, but I will apply some blush, and I'm using this one from the Balm Jovi Palette, and it's very similar with the Frat Boy Blush from theBalm. This palette is by theBalm also, by the way. To apply this, I'm using Sigma F40 large angled contour. I love this blush because it looks actually really natural on my skin tone. Actually, I won't be applying any powder highlighter because I actually like the finish, how it is, how the cream highlighter comes through the blush, but I will blend in the brush with the powder brush. I want the main focus to be on the lips, so the eyes I will keep them quite simple, and I'm starting by priming my eyelids using my MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. I will start with the color limit from my Naked Free palette and the Coastal Scents Pro Blending Fluff, and I'm just defining the crease. I'm applying this like a transition color somehow. Now with the brush which came in the palette, the fluffier side actually, I'm taking the color Lunar. And basically I'm cutting the crease. I don't want to do a cut crease, so don't get me wrong, but I can't really find a better term. I'm just defining the crease even more, maybe like that. Because this brush is not exactly fluffy, like it has a lot of hairs, but they are more tightly packed. It's very good for precise application, not so much for blending. I think I mentioned actually this in my first impressions video, and I will link that somewhere on the screen right now so you can go to check it out. Now I'll take my Coastal Scents Pro Blending Fluff and I'm blending the Lunar color into the limit. What I mean by this is that I'm blending the upper edge of Lunar into limit, so it will fade nicely. And it seems that I lost some color, so I'm going back with a little bit more Lunar. Now with the Sigma E40 I'm taking the color Strange and highlighting my brow bone. And in the same time I'm blending the outer edge nicely. With the same color Strange, but with the brush which came in the palette, this time the smaller size, I'm highlighting the inner corners of my eyes. For my eyelid, I'm taking the Essence Single Eyeshadow in Cappuccino Please on a Sigma E55 and I'm patting it on my eyelid. I'm lining my upper lash line with a brown pencil, and this is from Miss Coop. I'm not sure if this brand is available everywhere. I bought it, I think, from Romania. My eyelids don't really agree with me using cream products or pencils or whatever without setting them with some powder. I'm using the color Limit. No, I'll take Lunar to set the pencil in place. For my waterline I'm using Avon's Supershock gel eyeliner pencil in the color Flash. And for mascara, as usual, lately I'm using the Essence Lashes Go Wild mascara. Now it's time to play up with the lips. I'm giving you two alternatives. One is an orangey lip and one is a brighter pink lip. And the orangey lip, I'm using the H&M lip pencil in Papaya Punch. This is to tone down for you. You can make it even brighter by adding a lip gloss, and I'm using the NYX Butter Gloss in Peach Cobbler. Alternative, we are going with bright pink, and I'm using my Sleek lipstick palette, and I'm taking this matte color, which I think is called Dita, maybe. So I just outlined a little bit my lips with the brush, and now I'm going with my finger. This is a matte color, and for people with smaller lips, matte is not always flattering, so I suggest adding a lip gloss, and this is from Stila. This is my type of color and what I would wear. I'm not so much into oranges, but I'm getting really into bright pinks. So yeah, these were my two lip choices, and actually the whole makeup tutorial is ending here. So if you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe and comment, share, like, all this jazz, and see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.